For those that don't know, one of my favourite car mods ever for GTA 5 is actually this, the BF Club GTR. When this came out, there was no version of the BF Club inside of GTA 5. This was before Rockstar came out with their own version, and for that reason, I absolutely loved it. And I love this, and I love the Rockstar version as well. I think they're both cool cars. But there is another new model out which takes this car and goes one step further with it. It's this. Look at this. Oh my goodness me. This is absolutely insane. And actually, quite interestingly, this just popped up. This is like the only thing we had that had a remnant to like a Golf in it. Like that front end was slightly golfish, even though it's more like an AMC Pacer. But look at these. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is a full GTA racing spec version of the Club. Now, this is actually the modified version of the mod version of the BF Club and not Rockstar's version. So it would actually be quite interesting to see if there was ever a version of Rockstar's version that was made to look like this version. Yeah, there's many at this point. But that would actually be quite cool to see. But this looks stunning. And also notice that we've got these turbo fins on the front, or turbo fans on the front, and not on the rear. That is such a cool look. Right, let's just have a closer look around this car. I'm just going to open everything up. So inside the engine bay, oh, that is pretty solid. We've got a nice turbo setup here with a big pipe going all the way across to the intercooler. And also the throttle body's at the front of this car, not at the rear. I'm used to seeing mine with at the rear, not the front. It's an interesting setup. It's actually like the opposite way to how my car is set up. And then we also have this big, massive vent coming through on one of the lights here that goes straight through to the turbo, obviously with a filter in between. Then on the rear, we have... what on earth is going on in here? We have some proper venting going on from the side here. We've got some scoops on the windows. Wow, look at that. The glass is scooped with the pipes that leads down to the radiator at the rear. So, of course, we've got the front-mounted intercooler. No space for the radiator. So the radiator's gone at the back. We've got the radiator fans going on here. I guess we've got the water cooling reservoirs and pumps and stuff going on. That is absolutely insane. So for this, we've got a... oh, God. I'm trying to sort out this camera work. We've got a rear-mounted radiator. And then behind here even more, we've got our fuel tank. We've got all our straps and bars and stuff for the seats. There's so much detail going into this. We've got a big, massive cage. We've got no fabric or anything on the roof. This is just a bare roof and bare floor as well. Going around to the front, we've still got this full-on roll cage going on here. We've got the doors, which has just been turned into this carbon fiber sheet with a pull tab. And then we come around to this other side. We've got no dash. The dash is gone. We've got like the speedos just sort of stuck to this part here. Oh, I'm trying to sort this. I really wish we could have a camera mod like this that just slowed down just a little bit. It's kind of awkward to control. But we had the steering wheel there. We've got these amazing seats. I absolutely love the HKS pattern. It's one of my favorite patterns. It's just so very 90s. I love it. So that's really cool to see. It doesn't really match with the green Kazama, not Takata, the green Kazama belts. Not the best color combination. But that looks so cool. And then we've got all this stuff here. All of our control panel and everything else. And our sequential shifter and massive handbrake as well. This is so mad. And also we've got our fuel thing here. Going to the fuel tank. Compared to the original, I mean, look at this. I mean, the original is amazing. I absolutely love this thing. Especially with this old style interior. But my God, this is so different. I absolutely love it. It's fantastic work. So on the outside changes, I mean, just look, we've got rid of that whole rear bit with the strip, that sort of like slatted thing. And now we just have these massive holes, I guess, for the radiator, just to get a little bit more cooling in there. Or perhaps heat extraction even. We have this massive spoiler. We've actually got loads of tuning parts, by the way. I'm just still trying to cover all of the amazing stuff that's been added here. We've got these wide arches that's got this nice little scoop up to the rear. It's quite cool. Big, massive, chunky side skirts. And then we've got this big thing with like a front spoiler here down the bottom. And then we've got our turbo fans as well. Look at how different that looks. That is ridiculous. Right. Let's see what tuning parts we've got for this. Let's start off with seats. We can actually have the option to get rid of the extra weighty boy. We can get rid of that extra weighty boy. I like the names for this one. So we've got rid of that seat. We've already saved some space. That looks even more like a race car now. On the aerials, these are going to be ring hooks. Ah, I see, for the toe. We also have the belt strap version. I quite like the ring hook version. Yeah, we'll go for that. On the spoiler, loads of options. We've got the stock, which is big. Then we've got the oof. That's a wing. That is a wing. That's a big wing. Oh my god. Okay. We have the low level spoiler. Oh my god, that really makes it more subtle. Okay. I think these might actually be just from this model, I think. So we have the low level spoiler as well as this one. We have these in many combinations. We have the mid-level spoiler. That's so cool. I like that. I tell you what, this is actually one of my favourite mods, but I haven't checked it out in a while, so I really can't remember what exact parts we have here. We do have many options for spoilers, including this extreme spoiler, low-down spoiler. We've got the carbon wing. We've got the extreme roof spoiler. Actually, not so extreme when you think about it, compared to the rest of them, which are definitely more extreme. We have this massive carbon GT wing, and then we have, of course, the extreme downforce. I think that this, I want to go full on nuts look. So I think we're going to have to go for oof, that a wing, because that's a wing. On the front bumper, we only have an option to round the, oh, it's actually the rear cut. It's a rear bumper. I read that wrong. It's just going to round off that bit of the rear, and that's it. And to be honest, all the fans are starting to spit up. That's pretty cool. I will say, because this is an old square car, I don't want to round those. We'll keep them square. On the grille, we have the options of the stock. We have the GTR badge. This is all pretty much reference to the original. And then we have these in a few different options. I think if we're going for something crazy, I do like just that original grille. But I think we might actually just go for the mesh one, because I think that's a little bit more racing inspired. And that has the GTR badge on it as well, which looks really cool. Then onto the hood, we have the, because we guess you want even more aero option, which adds some more aero. We have the smooth hood. We have the scooped hood. We have that with the square vents. We have the striped or stripped hood right there. Then we have this, that's not a sticker bomb. It says sticker bomb, but I can't see the stickers, which to be honest, I'm happy with. Any time when we don't see a sticker bomb, I'm happy. Then we also have the carbon version as well. I mean, for this one, I guess we just go for as much aero as possible. So let's go for that. On the fenders, we have the stock. Then we have the remove front spoiler option. Then we have, these aren't fenders at all. These are like bumpers options, aren't they? Then we have a bigger spoiler. Oh my god. We have the Angry Gentleman kit. Oh, that really cuts that down. Oh, hello. We've got exhausts saying hello to us. Oh, actually, they were there the whole time. I just didn't notice them because they were so just stuck in there. Okay, so we can have that, which sort of makes it a bit more, I don't know. It actually makes it look tamer. That's a weird thing to say for that, considering how wild that is, that's ended up being the tamer one. I guess it's the gentleman's kit, I see. Then we have the big boy kit. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Well, we also have that. We then have that with the front spoiler, and then that with the big front spoiler. Then we also have that with the no front spoiler, but we get these aero lips on the side. Or we can just have all of them. Okay, now we talk real kit for real men. Oof. Okay, if I said I was going to go for the most amount of aero, and I guess this is it. My goodness, this is ridiculous. Then on the roof, we have the options of a roof scoop. We have an antenna or roof scoop with antenna. Does the roof scoop change the aerodynamics to make it worse or better? I don't know, so I'm going to go none. Then for the paints, well, I mean, something garish, loud, metallic. Oof, look at these. I mean, actually, these colours, because they're old colours, they do suit the car very nicely, but perhaps not with this massive kit. I also see blue there. I presume that's the secondary. I'll check that out in a minute. I mean, a nice bright red is actually a little bit too much. Maybe full on pink. I actually really liked the blue it spawned with now, to be honest. Or we just go for bright orange. Yeah, let's go for bright orange. It doesn't really suit the age of the car, but I just wanted to go for something just so loud. Then on the secondary color, I guess we go classic and black. Yeah, okay, so that's going to make the fins inside there black, which is cool. And also that changes, I think, some colors around here. It changes the surround on the grille, I notice. So we could actually have a red surround on the grille for full, like, GTR, GTI style looks, although we do get the red inside the fin, sadly. So I'll keep that to black. Then on the extras, we can actually take them off. If we didn't want the turbo fans on there, we can actually take them off, but I think we do want to keep those on, just for max 80s aero look. That is ridiculous. And then we also have extra 3, which adds a absolutely redonkulous size of a sun visor, or a sun strip even. Now, there's no liveries or anything for this, but I think it looks fine like it is. Then for the wheels, now this is interesting, because if I change the wheel size or anything in V-Stancer, these might break. Especially because now they are already too big. They only suit the stock rims, really. Yeah, anything else just doesn't look right. Maybe street category? Okay, the street category works, at least for the larger tyre versions. So I could actually go for that. I'm going to go for... I want to go for a multi-spoke. Yeah, something like that. The Cosmo Mark II. There we go. And yeah, if we go to V-Stancer, I think if I was to change like the width of the wheel, yeah, it just sort of sucks it up. Although we could end up having it like that. That's interesting. I've just sort of invented a new wheel there. Doesn't really turn into turbo fans anymore, but I could, in theory, just do that. And then I've just got a solid front wheel. I don't think that's very aero, but it's an interesting look. And then we have those poking out on the rear. Although, if I just go for the rear track width and put that in. And then the front track width, I put that in. Oh, it actually moves the whole thing. Oh, okay. So the track width can be adjusted with that, as well as camber. Ah, but if we change the width of the wheel, we can make that. Right. To be honest, I actually want to put that back, because I think that the turbo fans look better. And then we just bring that out like that. And then the same on the rear. There we go. There is an absolutely ridiculous build. Look at this. Now I wonder, is it actually possible to make the tame one? I kind of want to see what it looks like without the massive exhaust, without the massive spoiler and then the gentleman's kit. To see if we can tame this just a little bit. But this is absolutely ridiculous. Full, crazy, front wheel drive. Let's just speed around in this car park right here. Man, this is absolutely insane. The detail of this is fantastic. Right, let's just do one quick build. And I've got to say that this colour it spawned in on is perfect as it is. I'm keeping that colour. And here is the second build. I really liked the sort of creamy white colour, so I've just stuck with that. I think that's solid. I've gone for the Angry Gentleman style kit, so it's a little tamer compared to this. I also got rid of the turbo fans, because I think it looks cooler where I can actually change the wheels and have more freedom with that. So I've just gone for these bigger wheels with the Figureight lettering on them. Well, that was quite artsy. There we go. And I went for the small spoiler on the rear. And that's definitely tamed it down a bit. But I kind of wished... This is getting... I'm getting a bit picky now. I kind of wish that we could have had the option to not have any kit and just have a stripped out version of this that we could have also had inside the same kit. I mean, I get it. This specific mod is for the racing version. What I'm saying is I would actually love to see like this whole interior and the stripped outness and the engine and everything else with like this grille option with like the vent and everything, but still having it so I could have like these standard style bumpers and stuff like that. I just kind of want to see what a stripped out version of this might look like. But I think this is solid. I think these wheels look really nice. The Figureight lettering actually matches really well. I actually really like this one. I mean, the other one is interesting because that is absolutely insane. But do you know what? Actually, to be honest, I like the more subtle builds. I think that this is the winner for me. Let me know what you think, though, in the comment section below. Maybe you think differently. Maybe you prefer the yellow one, the first one. I think this one's nicer, though. I like it. I like this color. I like everything. If you've got all the way to the end of this video, you can not say that. Don't say that in the comment section below. Or that. You can say balmy. You can say balmy in the comment section below. just let me know you watched the whole thing. But that is going to be it for this video. I'm going to go back to playing World of Warcraft Shadowlands right now. But until next time, guys, hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.